What's up, guys? Welcome back to another post-trade analysis. Today I took one trade, made about 3.6 R or $3,458. This video I'm going to be going over the setup, why I took the trade, how it played out, and all that good stuff. So yeah, so if we delete all this, right, and we go back to the 1 hour, and let's replay, actually, hold on. Let's go to open, which was about 8:30. Let's go here. And let's go to the hourly. You can see that going into open, I wanted to see which levels would get attacked. So we had this level. You know, we had already had the double sweep here, but we have these highs and we have these lows, and I want to see basically which way price wants to draw to. Keep in mind, we do have this hourly fair value gap bearish that is getting rejected during the 8 o'clock candle. So I want to see if that continues to hold, because if it doesn't, then maybe we'll try to target the highs. And if it does hold, then, we'll try to take a short to the lows. So if we drop to the 15, you can see there's just more bearish gaps. Overall, pretty bearish. Again, we have these lows, we have these lows, and then these highs. So I want to see what price does going into open. You can see 5-minute, more of the same. Also keep in mind this move, this down leg is getting tapped to 50%. And so I just want to see what price wants to do coming into open. So yeah, if we look here, price coming up. Originally, I wanted to see a sweep of the lows and go long to target London highs, Asia highs, all of that. But honestly, once again, you wait and see what price gives you. So if we keep looking at this, we can see that, leading into open, this is where price was. Didn't end up sweeping any lows. Instead, we end up coming up and we sweep this high. So now I'm looking for, okay, I want to see, does price want to come down and reverse? What does price want to do that's going to show me if I want to go long or short, but particularly short in this situation. So if we're watching, price keeps going. Okay, now we put in a high and we start retracing. Now, the thing about this retrace is we end up tapping into a 5-minute gap. So typically what I'll wait for is, if I want to take a reversal, I'll wait for a gap to get tapped, and then that's where the double sweep comes in on, respecting that gap, sweeping the high again, and then pushing down, because the gap is already, tapped into. But I wanted to wait just to see, what would happen. And we ended up coming up here and then immediately rejecting. So technically there's this little sweep here. This would have been an SMT had we taken this high, but we ended up not sweeping this high. GU ended up not sweeping this high. But for me, I want to see if we want to push through and sweep this gap and then come down, or I want to see strong displacement to the downside in order for this to be a valid change in state of delivery. So if we continue, you can see that price starts to come up. And also, if we would come up and sweep both of these and then come down, that would also be a valid entry as well. But I just want to see what price gives. So we end up coming down and we have the change in state of delivery right here. So now, we come up, we sweep this high, we sweep this high. If we look at 5-minute structure, it's looking pretty good for shorts. Obviously the hourly bearish gap is holding. So I take my entry right about here. I think my entry was 7.2. So right about here. My stop is always 5 pips. And I want to target these external lows, which are from Tuesday, right? And I want to move my stop to break even when we sweep these lows, and just keep price in mind, because there's a possibility for it to tap some of these gaps and push higher. The 5-minute gap extends all the way down here, I think. So I want to see that get broken in order to really be confident in shorts. So waiting for it to play out, waiting for it to play out. Price comes back. Stop is not at break even yet. We end up coming all the way down, and then we sweep this. So once we sweep this, then I move my stop to break even. I move my stop right here, and yeah, price keeps moving, comes up. My stop is still holding at break even. So keep going, keep going, keep going. 5 minutes holding bearish structure. Now we get, technically this would be a 5-minute change in state of delivery, targeting these lows. So now I'm pretty confident that TP is going to get hit. And it's just a matter of managing my trade and, you know, being smart with my stop loss. So come down, we sweep this low, we end up taking this low as well. So at this point, I move my stop to this high, because if we come back up, we sweep this and we have a change in state right here, longs are going to be a decent entry, but price basically just comes down and sweeps it out. So yeah, we end up coming sweeping this external low, and I'm out full TP for about 3.6 R. Structure looks great. You look at the hourly, perfect rejection all the way down to the lows. And there's not other liquidity that's really nearby that I would want to target. So overall, great trade today. Very good bounce back after the week that I had last week. So like I said, you just keep trading your strategy, and you know it works, and you know it pays off. So yeah, great trade. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you learned something, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.